What is up, guys? Professor Pine here, bringing you part 1 of the Pokemon Red and Blue version walkthrough series. Alright, first off we start a new game like always. And here we encounter the wise Professor Oak. Now for those of you who don't know, in this little spiel he tells us about Pokemon, what they are, what he does, and this is us. We're gonna name ourselves Blue. Alright, and here looks like is Professor Oak's rival, or Professor Oak's grandson and our rival, and we get to name him whatever we want. Let's name him Red. Alright. So now our journey here is going to unfold. Now, in this walkthrough I'm going to go through everything you'll find. This is your house, this is your mom, and so through here we just go out. Can't get anything really yet, so we go up here to the grass. Now we're interrupted by Professor Oak, who's going to stop us from going into the Pokemon world yet, because we don't have a Pokemon. And he's going to take us to his lab, and there he's going to give us a Pokemon. So he walks us down. This is his lab. He has some assistants, and right up here next to him is Red. So now we get to pick a Pokemon. One of 3. We get to decide what we want. And our choices here are, give it a second, the fire Pokemon, Charmander, the water Pokemon, Squirtle, and the grass Pokemon, Bulbasaur. Now I'm going to choose Bulbasaur, because I always pick the grass starter. Fire's too mainstream. Now, you can nickname it if you want. I'm not going to. And now, our rival is going to choose whichever Pokemon whose type is more effective, or is super effective to ours. So we chose Bulbasaur, he chooses Charmander. We chose Charmander, he chooses Squirtle. We choose Squirtle, he chooses Bulbasaur. Alright. Now, we can leave. Except, we have to battle Blue. Now, we're initiating to the battle. And we can fight our rival. Now, the Pokemon don't know anything really yet. So I'm gonna growl, why not? Get that attack down. His Pokemon is going to be faster, but relatively it's all the same. And now you're just gonna battle it out. Oh. That is the problem with these. They are long battles if they growl you. But just keep wearing down. At the end of this battle, I believe Professor Oak heals your Pokemon, so it really doesn't matter. This is just kind of the game's tutorial of how to battle. So you just kind of have to teach yourself it if you don't have this walkthrough. So keep chipping away at this guy. And we beat him. Alright, now we're gonna get some experience, and that ups us all the way up to level 6. And now, we defeated him. He's a little cranky. He is. Don't worry. He's obnoxious in this game, so it'll be okay. You'll get used to it, and honestly, you'll get some sort of sick pleasure from it. Now, you got some prize money. You use prize money to buy healing items, so various potions. You can buy repels, you can buy revives, survive your Pokemon, full heals, and their branch, so you can heal the status ailments from your Pokemon. Alright, so now we're gonna leave. And did he... Yep, our Pokemon's all healed. Now, if you click the start menu like I just did, it'll take you to this screen. You click Pokemon, you can view your Pokemon, you can see their stats. If we had multiple Pokemon, you could switch them around. Items, this is your bag. This is where you're going to hold all your stuff. Now this is your trainer card. As you can see up top is your name, blue. The amount of money you have. You start off with 3,000. How long you've been playing. And the bottom is the various gym leaders. Now, save. We want to save the game, why not? And you have your options. We'll turn the text speed on, fast, and then just exit. So if we go over here, go back to your room, let's check this PC over here. Let's withdraw an item, and we have one potion. Now the potion, you can see in your items bag. Potion will heal your Pokemon 20 HP. Alright, so now we come down. And we are going to go... We're gonna go to Gary's house. Or Red's house. Sorry. Change up my rival's name so often. Never mind. Where are we going now? Let's head it out. Alright, and our opponent is a Rattata. You know, let's fight it. By fighting Pokemon and defeating them, you get experience, like when you fought and defeated Blue. Red. You're red. Yes. And you get experience. Now, come up. These little ledges you hop over. You cannot hop up, however. You can only hop down. Now, we keep making our way up. We will eventually make our way to the next town. Now this Rattata is very nice. Level 4. So it's going to net us some pretty decent experience. Now, you eventually will be able to get Pokeballs and will be able to catch the Rattata. But, unfortunately, this time we don't have any, so we can't. But, the 32 experience did get us to level 7. Now, we learned a different move, Leech Seed. Leech Seed will be effective in battles. I'll show you it now, actually. We'll go up against this Pidgey. Now Leech Seed is going to see the opponent, and every turn it's going to lose a little bit, and we're going to gain a little bit. Now critical hits, like you just saw, are I believe 2 times damage in this game. So whereas this would only normally do a little bit, it instead dealt twice as much. Critical hits are uncommon, but they help. And I believe in this game they're based off of speed. Alright, this building right here is a Pokemon Center. And what this does is you talk to this lady up here, and she will heal your Pokemon back to full health. All for free. It's one of the greatest things Pokemon offers. Oh, and over here, all the way over, this PC, like the one we were just at, this one allows you to access item, or Pokemon. And now, if we had more than one Pokemon, we could deposit it in the PC, and we could get it later. Now from here, over here is the Pokemart. And this guy here, he's going to want us to take a parcel back to Oak. And from there, we'll be able to progress through the story. We can't go up here anyway, because of this man, who has not had his coffee yet. Alright. Now, if we take those little ledges all the way down, we'll be able to get to Pallet Town really quick. Alright. And from here, we go all the way down back to the lab. And we talk to him. And now, he's going to give us something very, very important. He's going to give us a device known as the Pokédex. It is a high-tech encyclopedia used for recording data, as the screen says, and it records all the Pokemon you catch. And so, like, what it would do for ours is it would show all the information on Bulbasaur. Now, it would show a little bit of information on, say, Charmander, Pidgey, and Rattata. Now, if we go back to the start menu, go to Pokédex, as you can see, number 1, as that is Bulbasaur's national dex number, is Bulbasaur, and it has a little Pokeball next to it. Now that means we caught it, whereas Charmander, number 4, does not. Now, Bulbasaur's information, we can look up the data, and we can see that it's 2 feet 4 inches high, 15 pounds, and it has a little bit of an entry on it. Now, Charmander data is nothing. It's all blank, all except for what a Charmander looks like. Now, if we go to Bulbasaur's cry, we can hear the cry. We could see if there's an area. Bulbasaur has no area. But if we keep going down to Pidgey's area. And all where these little blinking symbols appear are where Pidgey appears. Alright, so now we're going to go down. Now we're going to go up here. And we're going to talk to Red's sister, Daisy. We're going to get a town map, and the town map is basically what you just saw. Oh, wrong one. Items. Basically what you just saw there. This is the map of the whole region. We can go up, different routes, and it goes. And today we're going to cover up through Pewter City, and we're going to beat the gym leader there. And the gym leader there is Brock. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to fight things. Now, there's really... Pokemon is nice because there's really no... or there's not supposed to be an elite team you can get. There are some very powerful Pokemon, but really, you can build any team you want. And that's the fun of Pokemon. So you can build these teams, and you can start to analyze your own team's weaknesses, and you just build around them. So that way, you cover your weaknesses, and your strengths are also powerful, I guess. Sorry, it's a lack of word. Now, we're gonna run, because, really, you don't need to see me battle a bunch of Pidgeys. But, what we're also gonna do, we're gonna come all the way up, and we're actually gonna go back to that Pokemart. we're gonna see if we can buy some Pokeballs. And we can. Now, there are all these items. Each of them costs however money. The Poke Dollars are to the right. Pokeball, Antidote, Paralyze Heal, and Burn Heal. Now, Pokeball catches Pokemon, and I'm gonna buy lots of those throughout this, so don't worry. Antidotes will heal a status condition known as Poison. Paralyze Heal will heal the status condition Paralyze. Burn Heal will heal Burn. Now, we're gonna see how many we can buy. Not as many as, I'd want, but we're gonna buy 10. Interestingly enough, you cannot buy potions yet. But anyway. Alright, and what you just saw, I am playing on a ROM, so I can fast forward. Now see, the old man has moved. And what he would do is he would actually teach you how to capture, but you'll see that. Now, this is a Pokemon gym. This is what it looks like. And for this, as you can see, they're locked. And that man would tell you the gym leader hasn't been there for a while. Alright, so now what we're going to do, so we're going to come over here. And this is a different route. And we run into our rival Blue. Now Blue is going to challenge us to a battle, because that's often what Blue does. And he tells us that this way is Route something. I couldn't tell you. I'll tell you after the battle. But he has some seriously powered up Pokemon. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to take him. But we're gonna try. Alright, let's see if we can do it. I somehow do not think it's going to happen. But, it's not. But, anyway, I'll show you what happens when you faint. What happens when you faint is you get rushed to the nearest, or the Pokemon Center you were last at. Alright, so, we'll actually go up. And up here, that right there is an item. Now we can't get to it yet, but eventually we'll be able to get to that item. And it will be like a potion or something. Alright, now this area, oh, there are random trainer tips that are around as well. This area is known as Viridian Forest. And it's basically like a little maze. You kind of have to find your way around. Oh, and this is a Pokemon trainer. This is someone else that'll battle you, and frankly, these people get annoying, but oh well. You know, that's all part of the Pokemon experience. Alright, you're gonna tackle these people. And you cannot run away from trainer battles. That is the one rule. You also cannot catch one of their Pokemon. So, Pokemon battles are long and drawn out. I'm actually going to fast forward from any non-major Pokemon battle from here on out, just to shorten the video. So, Alright. Now, I promised you I'd find you all the items as well. So now, if we go this way, there's one, a Pokeball, down here, and that is over to your left. Ooh, this button's fast. Alright. Now we're gonna battle our second trainer. Alright, and he has Weedle's Evolution Kakuna. But warning, these things only harden, and they're a really big pain. Alright, it looks like our Bulbasaur's down in health. We're gonna use that potion we got, and we're gonna heal him. Alright. From here we're gonna go down. Make sure there's nothing there. We'll go up. Maybe there's some items. Oh, yep, right here. We're actually gonna go around. Yep. Just want to make sure there's no items. Then we go down, up, back down. Viridian Forest can be repetitive. Now this Metapod is going to be Caterpie's evolution. Now, I do not want to do a long drawn-out battle with a Metapod. But we did get ourselves another potion, that's good. And here's the last bug catcher. Alright, here we go. Now we've reached level 11. We can talk to all these guys if you want. Make sure not to click them multiple times. They'll tell you just some information about the Pokemon world. And now, we are outside of the forest, and we're going to be back we're going to be in our new place, and this place is Pewter City. Oh, wrong button. Alright, so now we'll go up to the Pokemon Center, heal our Pokemon. Wow. And from there, I'm gonna just look, see what Brock is, because I do have this all beforehand, but, you know, just check. Now, this is going to be the first city that'll sell potions, so we're going to want to pick up a few of those. So we're going to get not that many. We don't actually have that much money. But, you know, 4 potions is going to be a decent amount. Now we're going to go up. Up here is going to be the Museum of Science. We can't actually do anything there. Well, no. We can look around and pay money. If you go this way, which we'll go later, you'll be able to get an Aerodactyl. Or an Old Amber, which you'll be able to revive into an Aerodactyl. Which is a fossilized Pokemon. Alright. So, there really isn't much to do here. Until, you know, after you've beaten a little more of the game. So this is the gym. Now, here, there'll be a little statue depicting a Rhydon, and it'll show the Pewter City gym. Now, it'll be the leader, being Brock, and apparently your rival has already beaten him. Now, this guy is a little information man. He can be great if you're new. He can teach you the Pokemon types. He knows, as he says, what it takes to become champ. And Okay, he's telling you information that's not really... Anyway, so what this gym is, this is a rock gym. And so Brock uses only rock Pokemon, and the gym is actually supposed to be only rock. Diglett is actually a ground. So back in these days, rock, ground, and fighting were really kind of interchangeable. They all use the same trainer energy in the card game. Or they all use the same energy in the card game. So we're just going to tackle it. You know, defeat it. And we're going to see if we can get a new move. Because Bulbasaur is a grass type. And if we can get a grass move, that's quad effective. To Geodude, which he uses first, and then later his Onix. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. Now normally by this time you'd have caught more than more than 0 Pokemon, because I haven't even caught you a Pokemon yet. I'll actually do that after I defeat this, just because I want to show you how to catch Pokemon, and really you're gonna probably need more. I just wanted to do this in a quick amount of time, and now that I'm, you know, halfway through the battle, I remember that I'm fast forwarding all of these. Well, that's rude. Alright. Apparently I'm not a good trainer, which, you know, I guess. But anyway, we're gonna go down. And we're gonna catch Pokemon. What Pokemon are we gonna get? We're gonna get a Pidgey. You know, that's pretty good. Level 3 Pidgey, not so much. But it's still better than nothing. We're gonna tackle it. You wanna lower its HP. Not quite that much. Critical hit probably didn't matter, but alright. You know, level 4 is slightly better. So you wanna deal some damage, get its HP lower. If we could get it even lower than this, it's much better. But we're not going to be able to. So we're just going to start chucking Pokeballs. Alright, and we caught it. And that is how you catch a Pokemon. Alright. Now, we're actually going to train. Maybe. I want to see if we can lower down. I want to see if we can catch this Pidgey. Because, you know, Pokeballs are relatively cheap, and it's just easier to catch a higher level Pokemon. Sometimes. This is not going to be easy. I have a feeling it's going to be very, very difficult to catch this Pidgey. Yeah. Because ideally what you want to do is get it very little health, and that way it's too weak to break out of the Pokeball. Alright, you know, we're gonna train Bulbasaur. We don't want Rattata. Don't get me wrong. Rattata are rats. I won't say they're good, but they're rats. But alright. We're gonna see if we can level up that Pidgey. And we're just gonna... Switching this is the switch method. You send out the Pokemon you want to gain experience, and you switch to a stronger Pokemon. And now you just take it down with the stronger Pokemon. They both got a little bit of experience. And Pidgey actually grew to level 6, which is nice. Oh, and Bulbasaur fainted. Alright. Pidgey grew to level 7. There's actually a place where training Pidgey would probably be a little bit easier. And I'm going to take you there now. We're actually going to go back to that forest. Because everything in there really is bug type. Or the majority of the Pokemon in there are bug types. And Bug is weak to flying. So, hopefully, that'll be able to train the Pidgey a little bit quicker. So we're just going to go back down here. Alright, Gust is a normal move in this game, which is something I forgot about. Alright, and something we're actually also going to do to get a little bit of money before we challenge Brock and gain quite a bit of experience is we're going to battle Blue. Ooh. We actually, if we can get this, it's nice. Nidoran is always a nice thing to have. Oh, and that's this is a perfect spot to catch a Pokemon at. So we're gonna throw that ball. No, we're not gonna nickname it anything, but we're gonna come over. We're gonna battle Blue. He's gonna see, you know, we've gotten stronger, and frankly, we've gotten a lot stronger. Now, I'm not gonna fast forward this because it is a battle with a rival. And we're gonna see. We're good. Now, he keeps using Sand Attack, which lowers our accuracy, which amazingly we keep hitting even though our accuracy is getting demolished. Now, we just took out his level 9 Pidgey, which is great, because that takes our Pidgey to level 9. Now, he's going to send out Charmander. And we're going to do something that's a little bit of a strategy. Ethically wise, probably not the greatest. We're going to send out our Nidoran, and we're just going to kind of like sack it off. Because what we want is we want it to faint, and we wanted to get those accuracy denominations off of our Pidgey. And now we're going to spam Gust and try to take out Charmander. Amazingly, his Pidgey is stronger than his Charmander. Very rarely does the same Pokemon trainers allow not starter Pokemon to be the strongest. Sometimes it takes a conscious effort for that to happen. Especially because, I mean, we had Bulbasaur like a level 11 by the time we got Pidgey. And I know a lot of trainers who do that. Hell, I knew a kid that trained his one Pokemon all the way up. Okay, we did get Vine Whip. So that is grass type move. And we're pretty much going to be able to walk through the gym. Now, if you keep going this way, you'll reach the Poke League, which is kind of like the pinnacle of the game. And you can't actually get there yet. You need to collect all 8 badges. Alright. So now, we're gonna go up. We don't need to heal yet. There's no battles. We defeated all the trainers. So we're gonna go up. Now, each Pokemon has different rarity in here, and I've thought about going through every calc to get the or just to give you the information, but it's a lot of information that really, if this is the first game you're playing, you don't need to know it. You're just playing the game, you know, for fun. You just want this guide to either help you out, or I mean, at this point, I just play these games with the guidebook, because you can miss a lot of things. And especially if you're like me and a competitive player, you don't want to miss things. Alright, and the Nidoran we caught is female, so it'll eventually be a Nidoqueen, and it is a poison type that will eventually be poison ground. So we're gonna go back up here to the Pokemon Center, and we're gonna heal our Pokemon. And now I'm gonna show you, we have an extra Pidgey that we do not need. So I'm gonna show you how to release a Pokemon. You go up to your PC, we're going to go to someone's PC. We'll get his name later. And we're going to deposit a Pokemon. We're going to deposit level 4 Pidgey. Now we're going to release Pokemon. We're going to release level 4 Pidgey. Now that Pidgey's gone forever. He just went back outside. But on the bright side, he's no longer in our party and he's no longer filling up our box. So we're actually going to train while we're at this gym. Because now I'm confident. We have strong enough Pokemon. I should have did this earlier, but I didn't. I don't know why. I'll be honest with you. Alright, this is the first trainer. He's the one with the level 11 Diglett and the level 11 Sandshrew. And both of those are ground, actually. None of them. They would normally be super effective to that Nidoran, so we want to get it out there. I mean, they don't have any ground moves yet, I don't believe. But, you know, better safe than sorry. Because, as you've already seen, you can be sorry with my poor playing style. Alright. Trainer battles, although in theory aren't really the greatest for your Pokemon, necessarily, to train them to be the best, they help level you up a lot better than wild Pokemon battles. Alright, so we're going to do that switching method, same thing we did with the Pidgey. Oh, and I clicked Leech Seed, my bad. Alright. Oh, as you saw the damage on the Diglett, the grass type move just slays the ground type Pokemon when you hit it. That's the problem with accuracy reducing moves. Alright. Here we go. Look at that damage. And with that 108 experience, we're doing good. Alright, now, Geodude and Onix actually, for Brock, actually don't have any non-normal moves. So, that's good. And I'm sorry I fast forward a lot. I know it messes up the music, but until I get a bike, walking is a burden. It's one of the greatest things they added on newer games. Running shoes, and eventually roller skates, because this takes forever. You think, in real life, you'd just be able to, like, go through a bush Like these. You should be able to walk through them, or if this is a rock, just hop over it. Go through the fence posts, I don't care. So you could have avoided this by going either left, I think just left. But this is Brock. And I'll let you read that. Alright, now he's accepting our challenge. And this is the gym leader. Now, we need to win against 8 of these individuals. And they're all gonna have powerful Pokemon. Alright. Keep using our method. They don't have any annoying moves. So, that's always good. Now, if you chose Charmander, this gym could be a problem. Bulbasaur and Squirtle have type advantages over these guys, but Charmander doesn't. And thankfully they don't have any rock or ground moves to deal damage to you. Super effective damage, but they're still gonna resist your normal attacks. So you're gonna want to get one of these Nidoran, either the male or the female, and you're gonna want to train it up until it learns Double Kick. And that may actually only be the male. I can't remember, but alright. So he's using Brock's signature move, Bide, which it will not attack for 2 turns, but it deals double the amount of damage that it was dealt. So, as you can see, we actually made it fail because we keep using Leech Seed. Alright. Now see, that might have been bad. Alright, never mind. We just killed him. Alright, so you're gonna want it to learn you're gonna want the Nidoran here to learn Double Kick. And that way the fighting type will deal super effective damage to the rock. It's how most trainers do it. Nidoran is actually not the easiest to get, I believe. It's one of the lower percentages. But you gotta do what you gotta do, because frankly, no other Pokemon's gonna help you out yet. Alright, by beating this gym, you're able to now use the Hidden Machine Flash outside of battle, and you have the Boulder Badge, and he just gave you TM34, Technical Machine 34, which is Bide, and it can only be taught once. So after that once, it breaks and you can't use it ever again. So make sure you think really hard when you use TMs. HMs will not break Hidden Machines, although they cannot be forgotten. So, there's a lot of choices when you force Pokemon to learn moves. And we're just gonna hit every house, before we end this video, because I want to end it right about here. We're just gonna talk to everybody. I don't believe there's anything around here. My Bulbapedia sheet says they're not, but, you can never be too careful. Ugh, that was a very bad mistake. It is not worth it. Nothing is worth spending Pokecash, except buying items. Alright, and I believe that's going to be it. So, we're going to end in a nice little spot. We're gonna go right here. I'm gonna save this. And that should wrap up our first installment of the Pokemon Red and Blue version walkthrough. Alright, I'll see you next time. Prometheus Pine out.